There is no pain without no gain. Growing up, I had a rough childhood. I was the oldest of 3 children, and I had a lot of responsibility on me. My mom had cerebral palsy, so I had to do a lot of different things and help her a lot more than the average child. I had to help her cook, clean, take my brother to daycare, and do anything else that she needed me to do. Back then, I didn't love myself. I hated myself. I didn't have name brand clothes. I didn't have long hair. I had glasses. And I just didn't like myself. I was bullied by the other children at school and also in the neighborhood I lived in, which made my depression and low self-esteem develop. I didn't like myself so much that I would cut all the pictures of myself out of the photo albums that my mom had. My mom loved taking pictures. She stayed taking pictures. We had about 3 different photo albums and we had a lot of pictures. My mom was just a photo person. It didn't make it no better that I lost my mom when I was 12. It made my depression grow even worse, which eventually made me start cutting myself. And this really was a hard point in my life. I ended up having to live with my dad, and in the first part of it, living with him, life was good. But then when I started getting older and going into adulthood, things started getting worse. I attended Normandy School District from middle school through high school. My middle school years were kind of rough for me. I was still grieving over my mother's passing, so I was still staying to myself. Being in a new school environment, not knowing anyone, and adjusting to a new life was very hard and stressful. I felt alone and I didn't have any friends. I would suffer in silence and have my feelings bowed up. I went to school every day because school was my escape from my harsh reality. I knew I wanted to graduate and be someone when I grew up. I wasn't bullied anymore in the 7th grade through high school, but my depression and confidence remained the same. My junior and my senior year of high school were the best years. I came out of my shell a little more and I started being more active for school dances and talking more. I would dance at the pep rallies and assemblies by myself. I had a lot of school spirit and loved being a Normandy Viking so much. Even though people would laugh at me and talk about me, I still kept a smile on my face and was dancing like I was singing in the shower. I cried like a baby when I graduated from high school because I knew I went through a lot. Receiving that diploma was a huge accomplishment for me. I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker, be an editor, and do cartoon voices. So I went to the community college in January of 2012. I attended 3 different colleges, and although I still haven't graduated, I still keep pushing myself to be a better me. Part of the reason why I haven't graduated yet is because of my dad. He ruined my life, and his drinking got way out of hand, which made my life more challenging. His addiction ruined our relationship, and I felt like he cared about drinking than his own daughter. He was reckless and careless. He would drink so much that he was not aware of his actions. He would crash cars, spend thousands of dollars, always having a party each and every night, always having different strangers in our house. He was always getting into it with people for no reason. He even stopped working and going to college. He became somebody that I didn't know. He ended up being a stranger to me. Every time I look up, he was drunk, destroying the house and just not caring. Living with all of that can take a toll on you. It got to a point where I didn't want to be there anymore, and I ended up leaving and running away. I felt like if I didn't leave and run away and make that step and leave, I would have took my own life. Ever since my early 20s, I haven't been back to my dad's house. I was technically homeless from 2013 through 2016. I got a job as a custodian in 2013, and I've been working ever since. Even though I've been through a storm, I don't allow it to keep me down. and I still wake up and smile every day. I overcame so much in these last 28 years, but I'm much stronger and better than ever. As of today, I am a strong, independent woman. I work 2 jobs, 2 good paying jobs. I take care of my younger brother. I have my own house, and I'm working on going back to college so I can receive my bachelor's degree. My depression is not as bad as it was in the past, but it still sometimes bothers me. And my self-esteem is at an all-time high. To make up for all those pictures I cut myself out of, I take a lot of pictures of myself on a daily basis. I don't let anyone or anything stand in the way of my happiness. My grind never stops and it never lacks. Things get better as time passes. The key is to never give up and keep striving. God puts his hardest soldiers through the hardest times just to see if you have faith in him. I always have faith in him that he'll bring me out of every situation. I will continue to have faith through anything I put my mind to. I love myself even if nobody else loves me. Even if nobody loves me, I love myself, and that's all that matters. I'm very thankful to see each and every day. There is no pain without no gain.